Hey guys, Tales of Turam here. We are here today with a side session. I'm not sure if I recorded the last one with Theolyn and Ryan and Agrippa, but if I did, this is a continuation of that one. This is going to be taking place about a year and a few months before the complete celestial solstice. So this is back in time from where Theolyn should be. And I'll go into that setting right now. I'm here today with Theolyn,
Hey, I'm gonna die.
V,
Howdy.
and Wahoo. And Wahoo. Okay. And Domino, who is playing Ryan, should be here in the next 30 minutes to an hour, he said. Even though we were supposed to start an hour ago, but to each their own. So, the setting. Theolyn, after being transported back in time, after barely surviving his wounds thanks to the mercy of the Blackbird Agrippa, was given a chance, an opportunity to find and help this reality in stopping ancient evils from destroying the world to an extent, to bring about an era of good upon the world, a golden age. Theolyn found himself in the deserts of Darath as he watched this shadowy figure strike a knight riding a griffin from the sky into a pit of sand that began to swallow him. Rushing over, he managed to pull this knight out free of it, finding himself towards the Great Darathi River. They managed to resuscitate the knight, bringing him back to in a ship, headed towards Sunrise Village. After some discussion between the two, they found themselves within the village. Theolyn having taken on a sort of squirehood towards this man known as Baronet Ryenn Ferro, Baronet of the Golden Ravine. Having spoken about the coming dangers of the world, they decided they needed to regroup and speak with whoever they could, and that their next destination would most likely be his Citadel, on the edge of the Golden Ravine, near the Embered Fields. The two met with a previous member of the Hydra Alliance within Sunrise Village, which had become much better over the time after Sir Pochi Anderson had taken it over. Seemingly, Jack Emerald, the previous head of the Hydra Alliance, or one of them, had lost his memory and was in a sorrowed state compared to he had seemed to had grown older and much more frail and damaged. After Ryenn Ferro got the information and what he needed, he began to leave, and Theolyn, being the kind soul he was, brought tranquility back to the mind of this man, and in doing so, healed this man's mind. Jack Emerald began to worry and started to frantically speak about the Emerald Eye, the gemstone, his compatriot Ruby. And as he left, mingling with Ryenn Ferro, he mentioned he was told about the shade of one that Ryan believed to be Cerelius Ilaria, sorcerer of the Seven Stones. Fearing for Ryan, he gave him a single note of importance. To find Barnabas, he can tell him more. And with that, the shade appeared, not but a mile away, and a snap of the fingers, Jack Emerald had disappeared, and the sky had turned overcast immediately, before returning to normal. Both Ryan and Theolyn managed to make their way in the next few days to the Citadel of Ryenn Ferro. I don't know what he wants to call it, so we'll just call it the Iron Keep at the moment. This gigantic monument of multiple large archway bridges and towers that seem to connect to each other, spiraling into the sky of Darath, backboarded by this gigantic canyon-like mountainous expanse behind them, giving them a bit of a steep natural defense. Next to the ravine with this large bridge that spans across it, many balconies and purviews and different, what are they called, plateaus exist upon this iron tower. The two of them landed upon the griffin, upon Ryen's personal chambers, and Ryenn sent Theolyn to the smiths to procure a set of armor he may don. As Ryenn went to pray to the King in Iron and offer subjugation, Theolyn did so, meeting a man named Sriracha, a strange ghoul who was into strange hot sauces, and getting a map of the place, he began to enter into the smithing area of this fortress. What was his name? I can't remember it. Give me 1 second. I think it's up here somewhere. The smithy of Torig, the blacksmith. The Torig mentioned that their shipment of adamantine from Castletown Liut had been not sent properly, and his brother, who had went to put in the shipment order, had not returned yet. They'd sold, they gave Theolyn sold him a magic weapon, I think it was, right, Theolyn?
It was, I think it was just a +1.
Yeah, it's a magic weapon. Having sold him the +1 magic weapon and given him a shield, they then asked him to figure out what this was, and Theolyn said he may be able to do that, about what's going on with the supplies. Theolyn, then leaving, after taking his measurements, it had grown late, and Theolyn, in the darkened expanse of this fire-lit keep, had seen a statue of Ryenn Ferro, a large one, in the center of this courtyard, and standing before it was another knight, donning armor of sundered color, void-like and gray ash matte-colored armor, who turned around and asked him to prove his mettle before he pulled his weapon and began to initiate combat with Theolyn. That is where we left off last. Now, let me go ahead and just get some music started, and we can start up the game here. Boom. Let's repeat. Okay, so Theolyn, as this man begins to pull his weapon out, this large greatsword off his back, which seems to... Give me 1 second to get a description for you, actually. You see this knight pulling his greatsword off his back, rushing towards you. You see a 6-foot-tall, armor-clad knight. Though not your typical knight in shining armor, his armor carries with it a dark ash-gray, matte kind of plate, with void-like interiors. Upon his shoulder lies a tattered cape of black trimmed in gold that drapes and connects upon his chest. The arm he seems to pull out as time is slowing and he's approaching is a blade crafted of steel and ornamented with golden scrawlings. The blade has become coated in a darker hue, and as he's pulling it out, it begins to emit a purple and black flame, which sunders the air around it. As he rushes towards you, everything grows dark, a darkened shade of purple, almost black, and you see eyes popping up as your mind manages to ward off the influence that's attempting to affect it. You see others around you. Some of the guards of the Citadel are running away as you see other creatures that seem to be pulling themselves out of the ground. These shaded pools of purple and black. These strange, just darkened shadows with single eyes. These slender bodies that seem to be pulling themselves out and attacking anything around them. As the guards of the the Citadel begin to pull the innocents away and start to protect them away from these strange creatures. The knight seems to approach you faster and faster. I would like you to make me an initiative roll, please.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
9.
Well, technically, he does have advantage here because he is initiating it. Okay, so, as this man begins to rush towards you, pulling his weapon down to strike at you, he's about 50 feet away. He rushes, and gets within range of you as he pulls his sword, getting ready to strike you, one-handing it over his head. As he goes for a strike, but he can't get to it just yet. Let me see any bonus actions he has. No. So as he begins to pull his weapon down, it is your turn, Theolyn, as you hear, prove your mettle, Squire.
Alright, I'll channel divinity twice for both these attacks.
He's not attacking you. Oh, you're making attacks. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm making attacks. He's right in front of me.
Yeah. So, what are you doing?
1d20. I'm using channel divinity in order to give myself a +10 to this attack.
Oh, War God Strike or something, whatever it's called?
It's just, I don't know if it has a name. It just says, it's Guided Strike.
Okay, so, as you pull out this long sword and go for 2 quick strikes against this man, you feel the energy of Shugaroth seemingly pushing across you, and this serpent seems to guide your, this golden serpent of energy seems to guide your strikes as you make 2 strikes at him. Go ahead and make your attacks.
18, that probably misses.
As you make your first strike, you see him just seemingly pull to the left a little bit, leaning into his strike, and it just glances off his armor.
I rolled 2 18s in a row.
As you
Same
strike,
roll.
and then you go for a plunging strike at him to dodge out of the first strike of his weapon, you go, and it just hits the armor and just ping, gets bounced off as you're now kind of unsteadily, like, leaping backwards and trying to avoid his strike as well. It's at this point. Is there any roleplay you would like to make with him? Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I guess I'll say a couple of lines. I don't know who or what you are, but you face the sword of Shugaroth. And that's it.
Well, he looks at you. My name is not you are not worthy to have my name uttered upon you, Squire. Prove your mettle. And you see him just immediately pull his sword to the right as this purple and black flame just pulls off of it. Meanwhile, you hear behind you the rushing of 2 guards from the Citadel heading in to aid you in battle. V, Wahoo, as you see this combat in front of you beginning, this strike against the man that you now know as Ryenn Ferro's Squire, because it's been told to you recently. Roll me initiative. By the way, Theolyn, and you two, if you want to look in, where is it? Let's see. Reply. There you go. If you want to look in the NPCs channel, there is a, like, 7-picture thing that I added to it to give you an idea of him, and then if you press the reply underneath it, you'll see the first picture I used of him.
Is that sword in the main picture supposed to be like the one from...
No,
is that what the sword in that one dungeon was supposed to kind of look like?
One dungeon? No. Actually, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, sorry. But, basically, what it is, this is just renditions of a certain character from a certain video game, so... And that's kind of what he looks like, yeah.
I know of this character. I may have played this video game.
Anyway, so, as you rush towards combats, what did you two roll, V?
5.
Okay. And you, Wahoo, what'd you roll?
10.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and get the combat here. What did you roll again, Theolyn?
A 9.
Okay. Wahoo, you are going to be guard 1. Because I don't know what your character's name is.
You want to know?
Actually, yeah, just give me your name.
Okay, his name is Kukli. Kukli.
Okay. And you rolled a 10. And then we had a 5 for V. V, what's your character's name?
Dentel. Dentel.
Dentel Froshington?
No. Atnim.
Dentel assistant.
Oh god, did my computer just crash? No. Okay, it's just slow here for some reason.
No, his name is Dentel Atnim.
So as he thrushes his blade to the right, Dentel, you're the only one who gets their turn this turn. What do you want to do? As you get, I will say you can get up to this fight if you want to.
Oh, and I'm gonna charge forward to reach him.
Okay. You get within
That
range,
is-
flanking with Theolyn now.
That is Ryenn Ferro's Squire. As a god of this temple, I must insist that you stop.
Citadel.
Temple. Citadel. Sorry. Citadel, I must insist that you stop, as I'm going to make a great axe strike.
Okay. And what's the height of your character, by the way?
He's like 7'5".
This man is shorter than you. He is 6 foot even, and he just stands there looking up at you. But you could see a strength in this character. So, go ahead and make your attack with advantage here.
Alright. With advantage. Alright. Where's the little channel? Where'd it go? There it is. $26.
26. As you pull your great axe to the side, you manage to clobber into the side of his armor. As you see it just cleaves in just a tiny bit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
As you cleave in, you can feel him start to move to the move with the great axe's strike. But what's your strength score?
It is 20.
20. Okay. Yeah. So you strike into him, but you can feel that he like catches the ground with his foot. He seems to be stronger than you.
No, I should have put the
Hey yo, how many pieces of Wilhelm art did you find?
That's
For
what he
this.
looks like.
Oh, hi, Domino.
Hey, Domino.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
why do you need so many? Hi.
So anybody watching, yeah, Domino just joined, and it's definitely not Wilhelm.
It's not Winky Face.
Anyway, so as you
Oh
strike
my.
him,
Sorry.
18 damage
go ahead. What are you
for my
saying,
magical
Domino?
weapon.
Nothing important. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You were about to say something.
If it can. Honestly, probably not something I should say into a recording. Please go ahead.
Okay. And this is a magical weapon, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, then his heavy armor master does not take effect. So go, 18 damage. Okay.
I hate to be that guy.
It's
But I
from
guess
a
this is-
non-magical weapon.
Yes, it is. However, do you not recall, Schmuck?
Recall what?
I suggested to you a slightly altered version of the feat.
True, but I forget that one, so I'm not going to use it.
Oh,
Yeah. I forget
this
what
may
it was.
impact Ryan himself.
Well, no, I'll allow you to do it, but I'm not going to allow it for this one just right now, because otherwise it's like a level
Okay,
12 character versus 3 level 5s, basically.
Right. Sorry to interrupt. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no problem. As you strike true on this individual, it cuts through, and as you pull your axe out to smile just a little bit as you've cut this individual down, you see the sword he was pulling back. He's going to use his brace, battle master tactic maneuver as he just strikes at you with it. So he's going to use a superiority dice to do this.
Oh, you shook up his levels.
Mm-hmm. He only has 1 sorcerer level.
You're no true sorcerer.
And with that, he is also going to use Great Weapon Master to do that. Fuck. Okay, yeah, this is a mean thing. But yeah, he strikes at you. That is, let's see here, Great Weapon Master. I'm just checking brace really quick. Did the attack hit? Okay, so what is your AC, by the way? You're wearing plate, so it's 18, right?
It's 21.
How is it 21?
I have high enough strength to be wielding the great axe with one hand, and my other one has a shield, and I have the defense fighting style.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, you see him pull his sword back, and he goes for a single strike against you, and let me just make sure he can't add anything else here. Nope. So, as he goes to strike you, you manage to pull your shield up just in time as the blade hits and sinks into the shield as he pulls it out and just stares at you. Anything else on your turn? Because I'm pretty sure you have 2 attacks, right?
I have 2 attacks and I have a bonus action I'm going to utilize.
Okay. Make your second strike then, if you wish.
Another 26.
26. As he pulls his weapon back, you see that chink in his armor just underneath his armpit, and you take the great axe and you manage to, instead of slashing with it, you manage to take it and just thrust the axe forward with the blade out as it strikes into him. Go ahead and deal damage. And you'll have to remind me, Domino, what the extra thing we changed it to is later, so I can actually put it onto this one.
By the way, Goblin, remember this for the future attacks. He has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
For what?
Attack rolls.
Yeah, why?
Cloak of Displacement, sir.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
17 more damage.
17 more damage, okay. Good to know.
And then, even though he does seem stronger than me, I'm going to use my bonus action for a Shield Master, and I'm going to try and shove him down.
Okay, what's that do?
It's literally shove. I'm taking the shove.
So it's athletics checks?
I believe so. Let me double check.
It is, yes. Contested athletics.
Thank you. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. Let's see, what's my athletics? Okay, fairly decent. Probably not as good as his. $24.
How the fuck do you beat him? So, as you slash into him, he doesn't expect the 2 guards from the Citadel to come fucking attack him, and he's just kind of thrown off as you are just harrying the motherfucker as you slash into him and then just push this blade into him even further into his armpit. He just reaches back for a second, a bit off step, and you just shove your shield into his face, knocking him on his ass on the ground as he hits the ground, prone.
That is my turn, unfortunately.
As you're ending your turn, I should have known Ryenn Ferro would have trained his guards quite a bit. That is an error on my part. Anyways, as he's now on his ass, you see him cock his head back and forth as he pulls himself up off the ground and stares at the 3 of you. 3 on 1. How about we make this a bit more even? And he's gonna cast Mirror Image.
How about we make this a bit more even? Calls more guards over. Now it is a fair fight.
By the way, as he casts, you guys can see him pull his sword, and as he does, this spark of purple lightning and flame just runs up his blade, and it shoots outwards and creates these 3 duplicates of him that are just around, and you can't tell which one is him exactly. As that is his action. He is then going to, where is it? I believe there's something he could do with his bonus action. I just can't remember. He's then gonna action surge, and he's going to strike at the one he has challenged still.
Oh no.
Theolyn. Actually, no. No, he's arrogant. Someone injured him. He's gonna look towards you, the Durot's woman?
Man.
In plate mail, right?
Yes.
And he looks towards you and just takes his sword. He's going to take his sword, raise it up, and you see him grab a secondary great sword off his side, pulls it out, and he's going to make a single strike with his main sword, an offhand strike with his second sword, and then he's going to take his first sword again and stab at you, as he's going to do a flurry with these 2 great swords. And when he does, I will say he's not gonna Great Weapon Master this. Fuck you. um,
Damn it.
yeah.
Remember, disadvantage.
Yep, of course. He's one-handing, so disadvantage. You're lucky that was a natural 20 on the first roll. So instead, it's just 25.
That still hits.
Okay. So as he strikes you the first time, we'll do the damage afterwards. There's a lot of damage dice to roll. He then takes the...
Which...
Go ahead.
Which, of course, disables the,
Cloak of... Oh,
Cloak
yeah,
of
so the second
Displacement.
strike is no longer that way. So, natural 20. I'm sorry. Let's roll damage now to see if he kills you. So from the first strike...
I knew he was gonna die, but I wasn't expecting it to be so quick.
From the first strike, you take, let's see, that's 2d4. From the first strike with his main sword, as it strikes into you, you suffer 12 points of magical slashing damage, 7 points of psychic damage, and 7 points of necrotic damage. So for a total of 26. As he strikes into you, you could feel this heavy sensation, this noise just rips through your mind as you feel your sanity leaving your mind, as you could feel your soul is being torn up from the inside too, as the damage to your body is done. As he then takes the second one and flurries it back towards you again, and this is the natural 20, but this is a normal. Do you have a magical? No, you don't. Okay.
You're rolling in general chat.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, I gotta re-roll that damage, I guess. Alright, I'll re-roll that damage then. Because that's how I do it to you guys. Fuck. Okay. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Plus 7. Alright. So, it's 1 less damage. So, yeah.
Yay.
And on that strike, actually, on the first strike, he's gonna make it a menacing attack. And he's going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, as he spends another hit dice.
You have a +5 because you're within range of me.
No, because you are 30 feet away.
I thought
You did not move up yet. Yeah, you are flanking with Theolyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you. Oh, sorry. Theolyn, I thought you were Wahoo talking. That's my bad. I don't know why I thought you were Wahoo. I could see your name lighting up. I was like, why is Wahoo saying this? Stupid. But yeah.
Why would he be saying?
Why?
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 Who?
9.
That's 7. Or 9, yeah.
So, as you look towards this man, you could see the darkness once again pushes out, and as he strikes you and slashes you, you could see eyes opening around you, and these whispers of words, as you are frightened of him. As he's used menacing attack. The second attack is a natural 20, which sucks. So, that's gonna be... 22 points of slashing damage, non-magical.
Yeah.
So he slash, and he goes for a pierce with his large sword against you. Hold on, I need to... The frightened condition just means you have disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Fuck me, I guess, huh? Alright, yeah. So, as he goes to pierce you this time, you, take a step back as you're frightened and manage to dodge out of the way of his of his blade, and he just looks at you. Anyways. That ends, that, but let's see, any bonus actions? Yeah, let's go ahead and just, let's just go ahead and second wind him. What is it, right here? Yeah. Okay. That sucked.
Lamau, get wrecked.
He rolled a 2.
Oh,
Plus 5.
so 7.
As he
That's 7 HP gonna save him.
breathes out a bit, and let me just check if he has any sort of bonus action things here. Oh, he does.
Second wind is a bonus.
I know, but he
action.
gets a second one from his action surge.
Ah,
Ah. Oh no.
Nope. Bonus actions. Come on. Give me bonus actions. Is this concentration? No, it is not. You see him look towards you both, and as he does, he seems to pull his secondary sword and just taps it on. Well, he pulls his secondary sword, and you see this radiant purple seems to fly around it as he is going to cast a spell on himself called Divine Favor. As you see, he begins to glow with the same purple and the same black and void-like fire energy that you've seen before, just in the last few seconds of this combat. Anyways. That ends
Now
his
it's
turn.
Wahoo's turn.
Yeah. That ends his turn. Wahoo. You see this combat going on, you see your friend, you're like, yes, he kicked his ass! Holy shit, that was a... Like, you just see your friend suddenly get slashed through twice heavily.
Ah, just walk it off. You'll be fine. And how far is Kukli from this knight?
From the combat, 30 feet.
Yes. Shit.
speak for yourself.
God damn it! I'm a dwarf.
It's not
I
even
guess
just,
I-
It's not even just speak for yourself, damn dwarf. It's like teeth clattering. Speak for yourself, damn dwarf. Because you're scared.
Well, I guess I have to dash because I only have 25 movement speed. You know what? Why not? I'll just go ahead and use action surge right out of the gate,
Okay.
so I can attack.
Are you using a great sword or what are you using?
I'm using a great axe, and it's a berserker axe.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which. Why not? I'll spend my bonus action.
So as soon as you get
using-
within range of him, he's going to use another superiority dice to make a brace attack at you.
Okay.
Because that's how it works.
That's fine, because I'm about to use a superiority dice.
He takes his main sword as he misses the pierce and just sees you rushing towards him and just sends it to a side slash towards you. What's your AC?
19.
Okay, he hits you. So that is going to be main sword. Let's see here. That is rolls. Where's the rolls channel? Fuck. There it is. Seven plus nothing else. Actually, no, it is plus 1d8. Yeah. So as he slashes you, he cuts part of your beard and part of your face as you take 29 damage in total. And actually, no, not against you. You're not too much of a threat at the moment. But he does strike you. Go ahead, Wahoo. It's your turn as you take 29.
Wahoo?
Wahoo, hello? Wahoo, we can't hear you if you're talking. Jesus Christ. Wahoo, is your mic pointed towards you again?
Did you mute yourself on accident?
It's not muted.
Yeah, but, you know, Horace has a thing where he can tap his microphone.
Okay, I just joined from my phone so I can finish my turn.
You take 29 damage, by the way, as he strikes you.
Yes. And then, I have to roll on my phone too, goddammit. Okay. So I'm spending my bonus action to make this at advantage.
Okay. Well, you don't have to, because you're already within range of flanking with everybody.
Okay, well, perfect. Then I'll just make it a tripping attack.
Okay. Strength save? Well, you have to hit
one
first,
second.
technically.
Yes, I do have to hit first, and yes, it will be a strength save.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. 25.
25. Yeah, that, let me just check really quickly with this. I think, Divine Favor... Oh, I'm sorry, you would have taken an extra d4 of radiant damage to Divine Favor, by the way, so let me just roll that. 1 point of radiant damage added on. So 30 in total. But yeah, 25 just barely hits his AC. As
Oh,
you
God.
rush up and strike into his shoulder and pull the weapon back out. Fuck you guys. Go ahead and roll damage. Jesus fucking Christ, now I'm getting fucking called. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Oh, 22.
Good damage. Good damage.
And
I literally can't hit this man unless I roll a nat 20.
Alright, sorry about that. I was getting called again. So, what's going on? Hello?
Well, who got 22?
I did 22 slashing damage, and it's a magical weapon.
Well, is it from magical damage on the weapon?
It is a +1 weapon.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine. How much? 22?
Yes, 22.
Okay.
And then I get to... Oh, I do another attack. That's right.
Okay.
Forgot.
Let me go ahead and
The
roll
whole
something
attack
really
action.
quick. He manages to, I believe, succeed. Let me check. It's Constitution saving throw. That is a succeed. Yeah. Divine Favor stays up.
Okay.
Oh, what about
Oh,
the
and the
triple
trip attack? Yeah, the save for the DC for that would just be... Let's see, it's 8
he
plus...
rolled 24. He rolled 24.
Okay, well, he succeeds. Okay. Okay, well, let me roll that second
So,
attack.
as you come up and strike against his leg, you break through some of the armor, and you see him bend down for a second, but not stop. And I'll say, he actually hits you as you're striking him, so, like, you get knocked up a bit, pulling your weapon out, and as you begin to fall back down, you go for a second strike overhead of him.
Okay, I miss.
What'd you roll?
14.
14. It's on that one, is it?
Nope.
Okay, good. That would have been bad. Anyways, so as this time you go to strike him, he just dodges out of the way, and your blade hits the cobbled streets and breaks into it. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does.
Theolyn, you see these two guards have come to aid you, and both of them have been ceremoniously just cut, heavily damaged by these blades, and you could see nosebleeds on the both of them as they are standing there. It seems these blades do more than just slash.
Oh boy. I'm going to bonus action cast magic weapon. No, is that the spell name?
I don't think you can magic weapon a magic weapon already.
Yeah, no, that's not the shit I was trying to do. I meant spiritual weapon.
Okay. So, as you're standing there, you look forward as you see your friends attacking this guy. He just dodges out of the way, tries to strike them in this flurry, and he doesn't seem to be focusing on you at the moment, seeing you as lesser at the moment, since you were unable to strike him at all. And dealing with the potential threats here. As he seems to be flurrying, taking and stepping on some of their weapons to try and do some extra damage to them, you manage to pull forth this divine energy and coalesce a weapon behind him. What does the weapon look like?
Okay, it'll be a longsword reminiscent of the first one he got when he joined as a paladin of the Church of Shugaroth. It's changed over time because it broke in one of his missions, but it's like a standard longsword, but the hilt is made out of like this desert tree that Theolyn had in the house that he grew up. He got a commission specifically for that. It looks pretty brambled, but otherwise it's just a standard longsword, but with just a wooden hilt made from a tree from his home.
And that immediately goes for a strike. Make a spell attack against him.
Yeah. R1d20 plus. Let me check. It uses my yeah, it's +9. 15, that's gonna miss, but
15.
you know.
The sword goes to strike him, and you see him just immediately pull his sword out and up above him and just block the blade as he looks directly towards you.
Yeah. That was a bonus action. Do I still have my melee attack?
No, because you cast a spell. Oh, no, you would, because you haven't used your action, sorry.
Yeah. And I have advantage because we're flanking. So.
Because you're flanking, yes, but you guys really aren't threatening him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. I can't hit. I just have to attack him. I can't hit him outside of an
you
20.
summon this sword and it strikes down and he just blocks it and looks at you. It seems you have yet to be betrayed. Let me fucking finish. It seems you have yet to be betrayed. I will smush you. I will destroy. I will unkindle your flame. Wahoo, I could hear the fucking echo, by the way. You will not see the light of day. And go ahead and make your strikes.
Should I reroll or use the one I already did?
Use the one you did.
8.
And you have an extra
not
attack.
1. Yeah.
As you go to strike, as you go to strike, he just leans forward and just like you strike against his knight's helmet, and it just glances against it and stops. He doesn't even move his head. He just keeps it there in place.
17. That doesn't hit.
As you go for another strike on the other side, it just stops and he looks at you. It seems my counterpart is as arrogant as I.
Look, I just got here, okay? This is my first day.
And it will be your last. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. Dentel, as your blade has severed into him twice and he slashed you and you're stepping back for a second, what are you doing? V?
Oh, shoot, it's my turn. Okay, sorry.
I literally said
It
Dentel.
was my turn. Sorry. Well, frightened doesn't mean I've
been stupid. I apologize. He should have had mirror image up. But I'll start that from now on. So his mirror images haven't been hit, we'll just say. Because I forgot I had that up in the entire time. Anyway, sorry. My bad. So what are you doing, V?
Let's see. Frightened, I just have...
Can't move towards him, you have disadvantage on any strikes against him.
Yep, and it plays still within my reach, right?
Yeah. So you can make your attacks, they're just a normal attack.
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright, so you're gonna make attacks at him?
You
At this
certainly will.
overpowering, towering man. Well, not towering anymore, but this overpowering man.
First things first, I'm going to stone skin.
Okay, so as you pull your weapon back up, you guys watch the Durot, underneath their armor, whatever pieces of their skin are showing suddenly turn a bit more gray and start to almost harden like desert stone, like the canyon walls that surround this place.
Then I'm going to bring down my axe upon him once more.
Make an attack roll.
24.
24. As you go to strike towards him, holding his blade still up in the air to block the radiant weapon, he seems to just lean forward a little bit as Theolyn's attacking him, and the blade just gets deflected off his blade he has above him already.
Alright. Second attack. 26.
26. Alright, roll d20. Of course, mirror image does nothing. So, as he leans forward and starts to speak to Theolyn, just completely ignoring you two now, you see this opportunity and you take your axe as it bounces off and continue the momentum backwards and go for an uppercut as you slash through the bottom of his helmet. Go ahead and roll damage. Because I rolled and I got a 2.
16.
16. Alright. See, 16.
Frankly,
Go ahead.
if Lord Ryenn Ferro think it's Lord. I don't know the exact title of character here.
Sir Baronet Ryenn Ferro of the Golden Ravine.
Sir Baronet. If Sir Baronet Ryenn Ferro believes in this man, then I shall protect him.
As he just,
As such,
as you're trying to like knock him up into the air, he just grabs the haft of your great axe with his. I should tell you, he has two hands out. So no, he just puts his arm off and just lays it on top of the haft and looks at you. Then you will die braver than most. Throws the blade out from his
so
chin.
be it.
Anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be my turn.
Alright.
Focus displacement has reactivated, of course.
Yep. So, as you strike this man and he just stares at all three of you, you see him pull his weapon up, and I need to make that Constitution saving throw. Makes it. As this battle begins and ensues, Ryan, as you exit your chamber, you feel the shaking of an explosion somewhere in or around your citadel, and then another multiple explosions.
5 fucking minutes.
As you say this, Ryan, you're just pissed off for a second. As you begin to grab your sword and move, you see, more so here, as the entire area around you grows dark, a void-like scape in front of you. You look down and there's nothing. You look around you, there's nothing. Until you start seeing eyes opening like flowers. These purple lavender irises, pupils in front of you. They stare.
I have denied you once. I will deny you again.
How much can you lose before you fall to me? I have seen it once before. You will be mine, Knight of the Iron King. It is only a matter of time before your will fails and your steel crumbles.
Till the Iron Crown cracks. I am no servant. Leave this place, and you will not be totally destroyed. I shall leave a piece of you, and keep it. Entombed in the little bits of stone I had initially found you captured in. I have little patience, but plenty of sanity.
See you soon. As the darkness starts to disappear, I do need you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Ouch. Oh wait, he has a good one of those. What am I
I'll say
saying?
you get to choose charisma, wisdom, or intelligence. Your choice.
Yeah, I'm going charisma.
As this is more your force of personality being like, fuck this bitch.
Kill yourself. 23.
23. You feel the ever-encroaching madness, frenzy that tries to push in your mind, as you did last time you spoke to this creature. As you do suffer 31 psychic damage.
Oh, okay. I was about to say 10,000 psychic damage.
You feel this migraine, this pulsing in the back of your head, the as you shake it off and look around your chambers, this sacred small chapel you've created, or was it in? I can't remember. Is it inside your office or inside of your room? Which did we say?
It is its own room, but near those two other rooms. I should get a layout at some point.
We should make you a layout soon. But as you step into the hall, closing the door behind you as it seals into this iron wall, closing, You see the torch sconces are all dark as they begin to alight with purple flame. Black flames too. And you see and hear these black and purple pools forming as 3 creatures, elongated, about 17 feet tall, made of just this shadow, this slicking shadow, seem to appear popping out of the ground. They almost look like, what are those, like, they seem to have like a single eyeball for a face, but it seems to open up at the bottom with this blackened jaw that has these dripping teeth that form. What are those creatures called? The like mad mages in D&D?
Beholders?
No, the mad mages, the one with the single eye in them.
Necron?
No, not Necrons. Like the ones that force you to make deception checks for your secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what are they? I know what you're talking about.
Fucking... I know what it is as well. They've got a funny
I saw it in a
name.
YouTube video once. Goblin, did we just watch the same D&D YouTubers or something?
Yes.
Clearly.
Anyways, it looks like one of those, but black shadowy form of it that seems to be dripping with this ever-present shadow. And you can see the eye itself is like the complete head, and there's just a jaw that comes out underneath and grows. It's very elongated, 17 feet tall, and the eye itself is just a purple color in the center. Well, not the white part. It has white, and the pupil or iris, whatever it's called, is purple, lavender. And the 3 of these things just appear as these bony, spiny protrusions of just purple energy pop out of their spines as these claws of similar nature shoot out, almost like flames, as they seem to start approaching you, Domino. Domino, roll me a initiative check, please.
Nothics. They're called Nothics.
Exactly.
Okay. Initiative.
Are you
15.
That's funny. You know why that's funny, Domino?
Did they also...
The other one rolled 15 too.
Aw, man.
Simplicity.
I love the silly, goofy parallels.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's your initiative. So, at this point, the frenzied husks seem to rush you, Domino, as they all 3 surround you, giving themselves advantage with flanking, and they're going to make attacks at you. The first one goes to strike you with these strange claws. What is your AC without armor?
Without armor?
I will say instead of dexterity, you'll be adding 1 of your mental scores.
I'm gonna choose charisma.
That's fine.
15.
15. It strikes against you, and you feel its claws don't physically hit you. They actually push through your body ethereally, and you feel your mind suddenly spike with energy, but you manage to push it out, stopping from any damage pushing in. As the second one goes for a strike. No, I was not talking about ropers, I was talking about Nothics. The second strike, another one comes up and strikes at you again, this time pushing through your helmet, and you feel the claw rip through your mind. As it pulls out, you take 20 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
As the third one rushes up to jump on top of you with both its claws to push them into the side of your head, as you take 20 more psychic damage. It leaps on you, pushes their claws into your heads, as you just feel this psychic energy ripping apart your brain, as it seems to be just this whirlwind storm-like sound of madness. Voices crying out in pain and agony, and others in joy and fulfillment. What is your dexterity bonus? What is your initiative bonus, by the way, Ryan?
My initiative bonus is +2.
Okay, so yeah, I got it right. Anyways, as these things pull you and you start to, you nearly fall to one knee, but manage to keep yourself up. We turn towards the question-marked individual, as this man, this random knight, seems to see the 3 of you attacking it. He looks to you and looks up towards the large palace, the Citadel. It seems our time is short. It was great to meet you, Theolyn. It was great to see how weak you were. How easy it will be to topple him. Get stronger. I wish to actually battle you next time we meet. And the next time we do meet, I will decimate you. I will not be as weak. He seems to, push up towards your face. And he seems to pull back, and you see him just pull his greatsword out, his non-magical one, and he slams it into the ground as the blackened metal seems to almost turn into this sludge that hits the ground as he starts to disappear into this portal that's appearing below him of black and purple.
Ivan Ooze.
Let us test the metal of your lord. As he disappears. If anybody has Mage Slayer, you can make an attack at him.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
As this man disappears in front of you, the three of you, you're left to wonder who that was and why he was really here. As you see these strange other, we're going to call them frenzied husks for a moment, seemingly attacking the other guards, but they seem to be being held back at bay at the moment. Do you three jump into this combat against these creatures?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
You begin to do battle. At this point, Ryan, as these three creatures are holding you down, one of them is trying to get onto you but can't. I assume you have your sword out, right?
Oh, for sure.
You manage to breathe, and as you do, what are you doing? It's your turn now.
All right. So, nice and simple, nice and easy. I'm gonna do one of the most complicated action sequences I can.
Mhm.
Going to start off by casting the Green Flame Blade cantrip.
Oh god.
This is a fun one.
You know what's funny? I gave him that too.
It's a good, pretty in character cantrip.
Yeah.
So, gonna beat the shit out of the nearest one.
One of the two that are technically grappling you, or no? They're not grappling you in actual grapples, but they are holding on to you in different places.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really know what the distinction between them is, so...
I'll say you do the one on top of you, just swinging your sword up to strike him. Go ahead.
Alright. Fuck, I gotta go find my bonus. 25.
25, fuck. Yeah, you swing your sword up and strike this creature. In fact, you critical hit him.
Alright.
Actually, hold up, 25? Oh, you
25?
almost double crit it, but you're fine.
Ah, darn. I got close.
Mm-hmm. You were 5 away. Anyways, so you strike it as this sword that you have not used before. It looks, out of character, Domino, it looks like Wilhelm's sword. A little bit, the blade does, but it comes up to a Bunsen burner at the top kind of thing.
Funky.
Yeah. As you throw your blade up, you do see that the flames inside of it coat through almost like a test tube and seemingly go up to the top as it seems to spew out the green flame as you strike this creature. Go ahead.
Okay, so, you said I crit?
Mm-hmm.
2d6 plus 1d... It doesn't inherit 1d10. Fire damage, and then I add my charisma from that, and then I add it again from that. Then it's a plus 3 weapon. So just a basic ass. So oh wait, no, how could I have forgotten? I'm casting Green Flame Blade. What fucking level? What? 13. That's right. So that'd be another 2d6 fire.
I want to say, you guys did a lot of damage to this knight, by the way. He's at 150 out of 216.
Damn.
They did a lot of damage. I didn't even hit him.
That is 66. Yeah, but you caused it to be, you caused them to have advantage on their attacks.
I mean, I would have either way, but...
Yeah.
So,
it helped.
How much is damage?
With some admittedly high rolls, a completely unmodified casting of Green Flame Blade, with a crit admittedly, does 82 points of damage.
Okay, so their total HP is 50 each, just so you're aware. So you strike this creature, and as you strike it, the green flame... If you would like to describe how what the green flame does when you strike and kill this creature, please.
Alright. As it erupts in this viridian pyre, he places the tip of the blade, kind of half-handing the sword, at its posterior area, and as the heat begins to enripen its flesh, it penetrates rather easily. One could, and if they might excuse the irony, describe it as a hot knife through butter. As it begins to penetrate, its orifices begin to spout with this, again, emerald fire, and slowly it begins to liquefy until there are just a few smatterings of crisp pieces in a small puddle of melted creature.
Well, the problem is these are shadowy-based creatures, so as you put it in, it's like pushing a blowtorch through an through an ice cube. It pushes through, but the entire body starts to melt, and as it begins to melt, the only thing that's left are pieces of the eye that seem to be melting as well in the pile.
Yummy.
But go ahead and deal damage to the other person. How much do you do damage to the next one?
Right, it is like 3d6 plus my charisma. This also comes with an attack roll. This one being my spell save DC, so it is a slightly lower bonus. Not spell save DC, I don't know why I said that. Okay, other one is a 27.
27.
I rolled higher.
That is a critical hit. That is a double critical hit.
Ouch.
Because their AC is 9.
3, 6 plus 5, and then that's times
They are easy
3.
to hit, have a lot of health, and deal a lot of damage. They are...
No, Wahoo, it's times 4.
Oh, well, I'm not Wahoo, but I appreciate it.
It would be 2 for the normal
sorry.
crit, 4 for a double
Domino.
crit. Yeah, this is a double crit.
Sorry, Domino. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
You're fine.
I'm tired, I'm schmuck.
Ha 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 ha. Aha. Aha, 64 damage.
As you cut this one and spray the flames, you see it seems to jump over to the other one. Describe the scene, please.
Alright. The thrust through the creature as it kind of melts off, this pillar of green fire still exists on the blade, extending well beyond the reach of the metal that makes it up. As he brings the sword down, that kind of beam of fire strikes a second creature, very promptly cutting it in half as it begins to liquefy alongside its now dead brethren.
As the third husk looks at you, you see it grab its head, and it starts to back up very slowly. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Oh ho ho! But I'm not done yet.
But wait, there's more.
I am going to use my bonus action to use a meta magic.
Sure.
Quickened spell.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. This is a little maneuver I like to call impromptu extra attack.
There's only one left, by the way. If that, it's a cantrip,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, is it a first level spell? I can't remember.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
The most important thing about the spell attack cantrips is that they include weapon attacks, and if you have a comically overpowered magical weapon and a shitload of smites...
And you're a hexblade.
Yeah, it gets a little silly. Anyways, I'm gonna stab him now.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. 30.
Okay, so you're gonna Exodia obliterate this guy. So as you take your sword and you pierce this bronze, brass, and steeled weapon that is coated in these green flames into this creature, as the green flames begin to die out, the blade itself, the green flame seems to burst into life as it stabs through this creature a bit more. As instead of traveling up the sword like this flamethrower would through a tube, the chained linked sword, you see each one of them, each one of the small openings on the chains of this sword seems to almost like it spews flames like a hot rodder's engine going up the blade. If you would like to describe the rest of the scene, please.
Alright. As the molten links are in the midst of their onslaught, it's kind of a visual haze. The heat distorting the air, making it appear as though the blade itself, those links unwinding and wrapping around the creature. In the fire and smoke and distorted air, there is but the loud, whooshing sound of a sword cutting through flesh. And after it's all blown away and the breeze directed through the keep, there is but a puddle left remaining.
As the breeze pushes through this long hallway, a few of the torches dim and die out before you see they start to inflame once again. But this time, the purple isn't just flame, it's electricity that's staticky crossing the wall a bit. And as this happens, you start to hear armored footsteps approaching from deeper in your keep, approaching you. As you thrust your weapon to the side, is there anything else you would like to do this turn? Because at the moment, there's no other enemies besides something that might be approaching you. It's slowly approaching you.
Slowly approaching.
You can't see it, though, at the moment.
Alright. You know, I kind of stopped using smite spells when I realized that they're all not really great. So normally I'd like precast one here, but the rest of my buffs are dependent on having a big group of people with me, so there's not really much I can do here.
Sure. So as you hear the footsteps approaching, as the two guards go to aid in the battle and you begin to help Theolyn, you recall the last words of this strange knight, testing the mettle of your lord, which you know as Ryenn Ferro. This knight who you could not even strike, who deflected all of your blows, and most of these guards who are almost as powerful as you, their blows as well, and managed to nearly kill the three of you within a span of but less than a minute. How does your faith hold in your lord's ability?
Strong.
It's ironclad.
Strong like my muscles.
Theolyn?
I haven't actually seen Ryenn Ferro fight.
You've just seen him talk like a politician.
Yeah, that's all I've seen him do. Like, the first instance of us, like, outside of the boat was him completely dismissing the Emerald General guy.
And the only time you've seen him in combat, he got struck out of the air by the shaded figure and nearly died.
Yeah, so, like, I think the only knowledge I have him is the legends of Ryenn Ferro.
Yes. You haven't even trained with him yet.
I haven't even trained with him. I just got my ass kicked from fighting someone I don't know.
I will say, you do know that he is stronger than you, because you have shook in his hand and everything like that. You can feel just this pressure, this evident ability that comes off of him, this strength, but you're not sure how strong he is. You just feel this, like, insightful, like, he's strong, but is he that strong?
Yeah, so I guess my character, while not, like, he'll have faith in Sir Ryenn Ferro's abilities, but not, like, ironclad. He's not, like, so sure that there's no doubt, but he is sure that his purpose of being sent back by the Pope and Shugaroth, when they sent him back, they seek him out.
I can't hear you.
Have
You're
faith.
cutting out.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay, so, like, Theolyn's faith in Ryenn Ferro is there, but it's not unwavering or ironclad. His faith is more into the belief that Shugaroth and the Pope, when he was first being sent back, told him to seek out Sir Ryenn Ferro. So his faith in Ryenn Ferro stems from his faith in his god.
So the question I ask you here, Does he believe in Ryenn Ferro enough to continue to aid the guards here at the outside of the cathedral? Or does he wish to aid his lord because he thinks he might be overpowered?
I think Theolyn would go, if only to make sure with his own eyes that Sir Ryenn Ferro is going to be okay.
Domino, out of character, that's kind of a dick. That's kind of like saying, this guy's weak.
Look, it's...
Like, I have no room to talk.
He gets the freebie now.
Yeah. No faith, no divine intervention. Probably no armor because he's naked. Anyways.
Oh my god.
So, Theolyn, you look towards the two guards. What do you shout to them before you leave them to deal with this mess outside?
Or ask them to come with you. Do you?
Thank you for the assistance.
Theolyn, before you offer them to come with you, at this point, the husks are overpowering some of the guards in this courtyard, and it seems they need help.
Thank you for the assistance, you two. It looks like your fellow guards could use some help. I'm going to go warn Sir Ryenn Ferro of the imminent threat we just faced, and he'll rush off.
Stay safe, sir.
And you as well, my friend.
I will call him.
Alright. So, as Theolyn begins to leave, we see the dwarf get tossed by the fucking Dorot as he comes like fucking front flipping in with his great axe to strike at a creature, and that is where the scene of you two ends as explosions start to rock the Citadel. Theolyn, as you begin to rush through the halls, I need you to make an athletics check, please, to see how fast you are.
We actually lived. Holy shit.
I'm surprised too. I was like, you guys dealt enough damage for him to fucking retreat, actually.
Where's my thing?
Honestly, if that kept going, you guys would have got him down below half health, I believe. You guys did good. Good job.
I absolutely suck at athletics.
I chopped him real good.
Bro,
V, those first two hits, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
This is bullshit. I tried to channel divinity in order to use all of my divine smites in one attack, and I fucking missed.
Well, you didn't use your divine smites at the moment. Like, you can use them if you hit, or if you don't hit, you don't have to use them. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I rolled a 15.
Theolyn, as the doors close behind you to the keep, and you begin to rush through the iron hallways, the lights here, you can see they are orange and flickering, and you can see some of them are flickering towards a purplish color. You could hear the sounds of metal on metal, cling, cling, the sound of a sword fight that seems to echo through the halls. More than it should. You know that a sword hitting against metal here would probably echo a little bit, but the sound is deafening almost to you. As you begin to rush through the halls, you hear explosion. As you try to go up a staircase, part of the keep actually explodes too, and you're just left looking down about a good 1,000 feet to the ground. As you have to take another staircase, it's going to take you a bit more time. At this point, V, Wahoo, since your characters are fighting against these creatures, and you're technically not in the story at the moment anymore, if you would like to leave, you can. If you would like to listen, you can stay and listen, but you don't need to.
I mean, I'm probably gonna stay. Well, at the same time, I do got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you at a certain time about your characters in the future. Just put your characters in Birds of Fate, please.
Yes, I need.
Yeah.
Wahoo already did that. I need to do that.
Oh, did you, Wahoo?
Yeah.
Wahoo did?
Oh, you did? Yeah. Cooply. Alright.
I can add a few more details.
Ryan, as you stand there, the green flames beginning to dissipate from your sword. The hallway, lit by lavender and black, dim in nature. The sounds of explosions and combat can be heard from outside, echoing just barely to your ears through the hall. And sound of bloodshed. The air grows cold. The atmosphere seems to have an electrical current to it. You could smell the smoke of flames. You don't see much besides the grayscale and purple-scaled colors of this room. I'm trying to think. The taste of iron and sludge in your mouth. You spit for a second. And you look as you watch approaching as a bit of shade covers half of his body. The man you once left in that mine before the large seal that you saw. The other you, or the other knight, the knight of... What is it? Give me 1 second, I need to look at the name of it again. The strange knight of Shishlon. Seemingly being your reflective mirror. Still not completely sure who this man is, but you have a feeling, as he carries himself with a goal, seemingly pulling out his sword as well and just holding it to the side as he slowly approaches 30 feet from you, as his face is just concealed by darkness shadow, his cloak tattered. You could see parts of his armor. This strange void and purple energy starts to pull it together again, as you can see that he is regenerating. His soulless, vacuumed eyes beneath his helm stare towards you, seemingly waiting for you to start up the conversation or combat. Your choice.
You have chosen poorly to enter my sanctum.
I seek to test your resolve, and the resolve of those who follow you, which seems to have weakened. You do not... Hold on, I lost my train of thought. You have also chosen poorly in those you keep to your side.
Is it not the way of men to grow, to become stronger? I remember a time where I was but a fledgling.
When last we spoke, I offered you power, the chance to grow, and now you had spit in my face, and now you use my own words against me.
You offered me betrayal, service to a master who does not care.
You think the King in Iron cares for you. What has he given you? But flames, a scorched homeland, dead family. He has given you nothing but power. And he has given you nothing but sorrow. Shishlon is not of sorrow.
You raise quite the accusation. You claim to know my life as though you had walked in my footsteps. You know nothing of me, of the brothers I fought alongside, the camaraderie, the warmth of the fire that I wield against you. Shishlon is nothing but a speck, a false trigger in the minds of the gods. He has lost himself, as have you.
It is not I who knows nothing, but you. You walk your path of sorrow. You will sink. I will swim. I can guide you towards the correct path, but you wish not to follow it. You wish to trudge and create your own. Well then, let us test whether you are strong enough to do so. As he seems to pull his sword up and holds it with both hands, it points directly up above his face, like a upside down cross almost. as it seems to engulf with black flame, mixed with purple bits of lightning and flame as well. The hallway blares up with the light of the torches becoming brighter and brighter.
Grievous then, woeful shadow, by light of iron be cleansed. Thou shalt wilt.
As he assumes his own combat stance, the one which he has raised against 1,000 foes before him, as though in a half step, a lunge forward, his sword raised behind his head.
As you do so, the hallway behind you, the flames turn golden, orange, red, affixed to the hall. Affixed to the... affixed isn't the right word. Compared to the black and purple flames, mixed with a few blue, that stands behind him. The two of you, holding your stances, begin to approach as you rush to strike at the other. Your swords clang against each other as an X is formed between the two of you, your flames bursting behind both of you, scorching the hallway, melting some of the metal as the sound of the crossing of blades rings out. Roll me a d20, Dom.
I'm gonna head off.
That's fine. See ya.
Yeah, it's getting a little angsty in here.
Yeah. Roll me a d20, Domino. And I'll say, no, I'll just say roll a d20. This is luck-based. Ooh.
Yeah.
So, Domino, Ryan, as the battle begins, as you continue to fight through these halls, as the explosions continue to destroy parts of your citadel, eventually you find yourselves standing upon some large rafters. That's, I'll say, actually, you're fighting through the hallways right now. The explosions happen. Strikes. You're seemingly being a bit overpowered by this man. I will say, he's going to take his turn first. There's going to be 3 rounds of combat, and each one's going to have a roll to see who's overpowering who as well, to begin, just so you're aware. And that's the person who takes the initiative. So, as he begins to strike, and your sword play is matching his, but he's just overpowering you a little bit, as he seems to be moving in strange patterns that are different than your own. You see him pull his blade back, and he gets ready to lunge directly at you, holding his blade with 2 hands, as he strikes towards you, ready to pierce you. God damn it. You don't even have to ask what your AC is. He goes to strike towards you, and as he does, you see an opening. Time almost freezes for you. As he rolls a natural 1, so if you want to use your reaction to make your full round of attacks on him, you can.
Alright. Here we go. Attack 1 is a 24.
Alright, that misses.
Oh, you kept like the bullshit 25 AC match.
Oh, no. Let me tell you. His armor alone gives him a 22 at base. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
27.
27, that hits.
Alright.
And then he has a few abilities that gives him more AC, just so you're aware. Okay.
So I have to fight him with my basic full plate, and he gets the cool shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cerelius.
This is... Okay, that's not nice. Anyways, any other attacks or just 2? Oh yeah, hold up, you wouldn't have more than 2, would you?
No.
Okay. So, as you go for a first strike against him, you see time starts to slow a bit. And as you go to strike against him, you see one of these, you see the flames start to burst towards you and like almost an attacking, like a hand reaching out to grasp you. You manage to dodge the blade, but you also manage to dodge the hands, barely missing and clanking off his armor. As you bring your sword down for a second strike against him in his back.
Right. Oh my. Do. Okay. It's 33 points of damage, not expending any resources. He is the target of my Hexblade's curse. I am waiting for a very special moment to blow my load.
Yeah. So, as you strike him, slashing down into his back, you see him hit the ground and bounce up, and as he does, using that momentum, he does a front flip from his position and tries to slash across the front of your body with his second attack here. Okay, so that is a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
He just barely manages to strike you. As he lands on the ground, two-wielding this, he is also going to use its once-a-day ability. The Frenzied Blade. So, as he strikes you, he's also... Let's see here. Okay, so it would be... It's... Roll... Do you have resistance or anything to psychic or actually he won't use his ability here just yet. Do you have resistance to psychic or no? He'll use it. It's his first strike. Psychic or necrotic damage.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna take full damage here. It is a magical slashing weapon though, so remember that. So the magical slashing weapon deals 17 slashing damage, but then it deals a lot more extra damage. So I think heavy weapon master reduces that, right?
Yep, 5 points.
17 by 5. Okay. Well, hold up. No, 17 down to 5?
No, sorry, it reduces it by 5.
Okay, so
that is
12,
what is reduced.
So it would be 5 minus from that, so 20 damage in total as he slashes you, and then he's going to add the extra on. He's going to use once-day ability. As he slashes you and pulls his blade up, it feels like the blade itself transforms into a hungry hound that bites into both your psyche and your soul itself, as you do suffer an additional... there it is. Let's see here. 7 psychic damage. And 13 necrotic damage.
Alright.
He strikes you. The sparks fly in this pretty lit room of purple and black against yours, your armor, which seems to break just a little bit, seems to have orange and golden sparks fly off it as well. This celebratory confetti of sparks seems to blast off you as he lands on his feet and looks towards you. You are strong. Come at me! And he lunges at you. It's your turn now.
Alright. I'm going to do a silly maneuver called making him blow up.
Okay.
So, going to cast Green Flame Blade, bonus action, meta magic, Green Flame Blade again.
Okay. Make 2 attacks.
Right. Jesus Christ. Okay, natural 20 on the first one.
Fuck me. Okay.
Fuck you indeed.
Oh god, no. Oh god, no.
19 on the second one, on the dice. You know what that means, schmuck?
It's natural critical.
This is a critical hit.
So what's the natural 20 bring it up to in total?
Natural 20 would be a 33.
Okay, yeah, so it's only a single crit, it's fine.
Alright. Oh boy. 2 critical hits, it's like Serena all over again.
It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, on attack number 1, I will be applying an Eldritch Smite, as well as a 4th level Divine Smite, as well as the full 8d6 from my sword.
Mm-hmm.
On the second one, that is a 3rd level Divine Smite and an Eldritch Smite. Oh shit, no, I used my bonus action. Never mind, Lamal.
Yeah, you already did.
Coolio.
Well, if you have action
No.
surge, you don't have action surge, that's right.
Not a fighter.
He is, though.
He is. Okay.
How much health do you have in total again?
I have presently 106 hit points remaining.
No, but like, how much in total?
My total health is 217.
Okay, so... Yeah, he's level 13, and he has 216. Was level 12, and he has 216. So fighter was the right choice for me here. Good to know.
Right. Then 2d10 from the sword. Then 18 times 2 is 36. And then, okay. 4th level Divine Smite. That's 5d8. Eldritch Smite is another 4d8. It's gonna be some of that. Okay,
So
then
whenever
another.
you deal damage, if you would like to describe the scene, by the way.
Alright.
Bro's about to do like 200 damage.
And. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 spell slots expended. Oh, whoopsie. One of those is supposed to be 4th level.
You know what he should have done? He should have used the parry ability he has. Fuck.
Okay. Oh, shit. Almost forgot. I cast Green Flame Blade on both of those. That's another 66. Okay, cool. 384 damage.
Christ.
Okay. So, 1 second here. 384. Let's see here. If I go. Let me get a calculator out here to see if you just killed him.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit.
What is the full damage?
384!
You don't outright kill him. You were 15 away.
Jesus.
Anyways, so, as you strike this man, give me a second. Oh, I didn't mean to heal that much. I meant to damage that much. Shit. Give me a second. 384 damage. 384 damage. Okay. So, as you strike him, if you'd like to describe the scene for us, what happens is you're within these hallways that are burning and they are scorching hot as well as cold. The atmosphere seems like it's electric at the moment. As you get struck by this man, taking a bit of damage, go ahead. Describe the scene for us.
Alright. As he begins to go for his lunge, Ryan, not quite effortlessly, but it almost appears so, taking advantage of a momentary window of weakness that appears as he embraces his hubris. He bats the man's blade aside with his gauntlet, the metal perhaps even becoming distorted by the energies on his blade. And as he does so, using his own momentum, with one hand taking his sword, he plunges it into the man's stomach. As he does, the weapon almost appeared cold as it entered. But as it penetrates deeper inside, the first flicker of color appears. Green, orange, red, a faint lavender, divine yellow. The overwhelming energy begins to tear the man's body asunder, not destroying him. He could still well be alive. In fact, he might even still be breathing. That is until Ryan begins to wrench the weapon up through his stomach, burning through his ribs, and out his shoulder.
As you do pull this blade out, you see, as you did pierce it through his stomach, I will build onto this if you don't mind. The blade seems to almost expand into this blade of divine fire that pierces out. Theolyn, as you get out onto one of the balconies, starting to head up, you see, but a few like 100 feet above you, this just blade of direct fire, of just pure energy, just shoots out of the Citadel and spans miles before it begins to explode outwards as it's pulled upwards at an angle, almost like a volcanic explosion. As you see, the side of the Citadel just melts. One of the mountains seems to melt by its heat, too. As you see, the fire itself seems to shoot upwards towards the upper atmosphere and just dissipates. Its sparks begin to fly and flare down upon the entire Citadel and region of the Golden Ravine. Golden, green, orange, red. A few blue and purples, as well as black. As bits of lightning skitter throughout it, as this nets, this dome, nay, this fairy fire of flame begins to putter down upon the deserts of Darath, lighting the night as if it was day itself. You see the side of the Citadel where this blade came from is blasted open, and you see a single, should I say, piece of this single cape seems to flow down past you and continues to fall. A tattered one of the knight you have just recently faced, and you see a helmet flying off to the distance. Domino, as you pull your blade up and you look back towards this man, you can see the blade is starting to pierce through his collarbone and up. What are you doing? Anything you want to say here as you're continuing to pull your blade upwards? You see the back wall behind him is being blasted, by the way.
Oh well, that's for later. As he is about to make the final move, in this man's last few moments of consciousness, he whispers,
Good night, sweet shadow.
As you do so, you hear in your mind his voice. See you soon, fool. As you see his helmet is blasted off, and you see your own face. A bit longer hair, a bit more grizzled and beaten, and these eyes that are sunken with dark spots under them. These eyes that belong to a dead man, filled with purple energy. As you see, this is Ryenn Ferro, but not Ryenn Ferro. Another you, a shadow. As you do what?
as the corpse kind of slides off of his sword. He's gonna take a second.
I mean,
just...
with what you did, like most of the corpse is just charred and like sludge at this point. But yeah, go ahead.
He's gonna slowly come down to his knees, lay his sword in front of him, and breathe. Just breathe.
As you do so, you see the helmet flying off to the distance. And you see, as you look up, Theolyn, you see inside, like, about 2 feet in, standing above the body of this knight that seems to be just pooling off and melting at the moment, charred heavily. You see your lord, Ryenn Ferro, breathing as he watches, and you follow his eye line. The helmet of this knight vanishes. And as you both look to the body itself, you see it pools down as it starts to turn to liquid. And you both just hear, good night, Prince of Flame. We will meet again. Before it just disappears. Ryenn, what is going through your mind as you see this?
Why won't anyone I kill stay dead?
You're just not getting the lucky, man. There's people, there's a vampire you tried to kill, they don't stay dead multiple times. You tried to kill this guy, he won't stay dead because he's a servant of like a long forgotten ancient deity or something. You don't know. But as you think this, you suddenly see what little remains of the body that are still there, the sludge pile, start to spark with purple flame and lightning. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh shit, I rolled pretty well. Dirty 20.
That was the DC you needed. As
Whee.
this spark of lightning and flame bursts outwards, you suffer... What's half of one night? That would be 59 points of... This would technically be lightning damage mixed with fire, so it would be... I'll say 29 fire damage, which is...
I have fire immunity.
Yeah, so you don't take any of that. You do feel it start to burst through your body, and you're like, huh, and it starts to affect your mind a bit, but you manage to shake it off just for now. It should have been psychic, I'm stupid, I don't know why I said fire, but I don't care, I'll just say it's fire. You also feel the lightning sear into you for 30 points of lightning damage. As you feel your armor buckle just a little bit underneath. It's adamantine armor, right?
King's Iron.
I thought you were wearing... I thought you had gotten rid of the King's Iron one for the adamantine one.
They were both made of King's Iron.
Oh, okay, my bad. Anyways, so, as you burst backwards, I would like you to roll a D100 for me, plus whatever your Constitution bonus is.
Alright. It is an 82 plus 9, so 91.
You needed an 80, so you're fine. You feel your armor buckle in some places. It is going to need some fixing. There's no severe damage to it, but it doesn't feel comfortable when like a piece of metal is sticking into your skin. So,
Naturally.
You're gonna need to take some time to like iron it out and what? To iron it out. To King's iron it out. But most of the damage was this lightning striking into you. As you look out towards the night sky and see this beautiful falling flame. This almost flower-like design. You look down and see your apprentice Theolyn. Theolyn, what do you look like as you look up towards your lord?
Well, I don't think they took damage throughout the entire conflict, so...
Oh, you can see your lord is pretty... Like, he has a huge strike on his, the front of his chest, which needs to be fixed up. And he has a bit of, like, bits of lightning striking into him.
Yeah, so in contrast to, Sir Ryenn Ferro's really haggard-looking appearance, Theolyn is fine. Like, he's got no damage on him. But his hair is a bit disheveled. He has a little sweat running down his body from running through this, from just being in the presence of that heat earlier. Even so far away was enough to cause him to sweat. But he will, upon seeing the grievous wounds on his lord's body, will like briskly rush over and
you're like a few hundred feet below him. You're just seeing this from like a distance. What is?
I'm seeing it from a distance.
Yeah, Domino. You look down and see Theolyn uninjured, looking up at you, like with a bit of shock on his face. Do you want to say anything to him as you're here, a few hundred feet below you?
No.
All right. I assume. Do you continue to look out, or do you walk back into the hallway?
He really just wants a few seconds. He's not even gonna move.
Alright. You just continue to stare and start to think in your head as Theolyn, you begin to rush up, and eventually you do find Sir Ryenn Ferro there, staring out as the flamed strange rain seems to be coming to an end. Man, riveting roleplay, Theolyn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to say. After I just saw all that, I have no idea what happened except that he's here and the guy is not.
I will say, Theolyn, you do see the knight's sword is on the ground.
I guess if he saw the injuries from earlier, he's not gonna say anything, but he will rush over and like try his best if Sir Ryenn Ferro allows him to heal him.
Ryan, you see running up to you, Theolyn begins to like pull his hands out of these strange makeshift gloves he's wearing, and he just starts to pour divine light in them to come touch you. Do you allow him to?
Yeah, he's not gonna stop you. It's hard to say he's even gonna move, but
Yeah.
So Theolyn, as you begin to approach, you feel as if you're in the middle of a boiler room. As you begin to get 10 feet away, it's sweat is just pouring down your pores. Do you touch him?
Yeah, and I'll use Cure Wounds and Lay on Hands at like the same time if I can.
Alright, I'll allow it. As you touch him and roll this amount and add the Lay on Hands, you touch him and his armor just overheats and you can feel your hand is burning as you suffer 30 points of fire damage.
That's fine. 1d... Actually, no, it's not 1d. I'm doing this at 4th level. I mean 3rd level, so... let me... check. Cure Wounds. 1d8 above 2nd, so I think it's 3d. Plus 19 plus I guess 30 of my 45 lay on hands, so 49 hit points are restored. I'll like shake my hand from the burning sense. Is it like touching a hot pan for a brief second where you
like
flinch back, or is my hand like fucked?
It's like putting it on a stove directly for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So you touch him and you look down and your hand is just seared.
Yeah. Are you alright, Sir Ryenn Ferro?
In all honesty, no. I have scarcely had a day to myself in my own comforts for quite some time. I often think about just stopping for a time, but that is unfortunately not possible. I will admit, there is comfort in slipping, allowing yourself to succumb. It's easy. It feels satisfying, even. Perhaps even freeing. Knowing that you no longer have to resist that urge. There is more temptation than I care to admit. But even still, I will not allow myself to become that thing.
Do I know what that knight was, or do I just know it was an enemy?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. 19.
You felt an otherworldly presence from the individual, not from another plane of existence. This was different. You're unsure how, but they are not from this reality. They are something eldritch, something that has slipped through the gaps of whatever web keeps this reality separate from others. And that means they are dangerous.
I know not of the deeper meaning behind what you say. But you don't have to be this bastion of strength every day, all day, of every waking moment. You, if I may be so bold, you can allow a moment of weakness, especially at this time.
I'd like to believe that. But look at today. I was praying, Theolyn. I was sitting here on my knees with my eyes closed, paying homage to my lord, to the brothers whom I'd lost. And it was in that instance he came. Every time I think my business is closing, there is something else. Something which cannot wait. Always pressing matters. Every moment I spend on my own here is another moment that they grow stronger. There are times I feel I'm the only one who cares. I have fought alongside fellows as strong, some stronger than me. And they do nothing.
At this point, you guys do see that there are guards rushing around the Citadel's walls and whatnot, and you do hear a rallying, "Huzzah! In the name of the Lord!" You hear, "Huzzah! In the name of the King! Huzzah! In the one who brings the flame! We are the Sentinels!" As you look out, and you do see in the square itself, as you look out, there seems to be some of the guards and whatnot. So one of the dwarf guard that you fought with is on a small pile of debris and whatnot, and a few of them are also raising flags and banners that are the banner of the Iron King, as well as your land, or whatever it would be called, your nobility, as they seem to be giving praise to you and the strength of your land, your people.
They depend on me, Theolyn.
You also hear, "Huzzah! To Theolyn, Squire of our Lord!"
I am hoping that they are right. That you will grow to match, even surpass me. But I had similar hopes for others. We have not known each other long, Theolyn.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot yet put that trust in you.
That is fine, Sir Ryenn Ferro. As a matter of fact, I did not have that much trust in you either. It's why I hastily came to this tower to try and help in what little way I could against the foe, but it seems you had already taken care of that. On the actions of others stronger and braver than I cannot say, but even if your trust, if any, in me is lacking, I will do what is right with all of my being, how little that may. And in regards to people, they may place you on a position you might not believe you deserve, but they're not so weak as to rely on you heavily. 2 guards I fought with when we first saw this man that you just beat performed quite admirably, in fact, even greater than I did.
Theolyn, as
So-
you're saying this, you
Yeah.
recall the church you were raised in, Rue Village. You've seen people rise up and then give up once a threat is gone, going back to their lazy ways. But with what you say, you do recall one other. One that seems to remind you of Sir Ryenn Ferro here. A priest. A mage. A sage. Known as Blackbird Agrippa. Scorned by his friends, yet he still persists. Continue.
Fuck, where was I?
You said something about the guards who perform more admirably
Yeah.
than you.
So even if the actions of these people you have fought with in the past have disappointed and lacked in their resolve, these men and women that fight in your banner aren't the same. Even if we are all not as strong as those companions in yourself, we do what little we can to help ease everything. So I implore you to not believe that it is you and you alone against a threat unknown to most. I know, if not for the others, I myself will walk this path with you, even if you don't fully have faith in me or my capabilities. It matters not. I will do what little I can to help ease your burden.
Your optimism is refreshing. I have encountered few. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I haven't. Go ahead.
I have encountered few people who would bother to show warmth.
Showing care in situations bleak and dire are, I believe, some of the greatest strengths someone can perform. And while I may not be able to do much to these powerful foes, I can at least support those who can do more than I. And that starts here with healing your grievous wounds. I would request you take off your armor because it burns my hands when I touch you.
As he says that, by the way, Domino, I would assume you took a step away from the wall and whatnot to say this. Like, you're flamboyantly doing this, right? You're not just standing there like, yes, kind of shit. As you look back to Theolyn as he continues, you do see, even in this pitch black night, the clouds that had seemed to form part immediately, and the sky grows bright as, almost encircling this man that stands before you, Theolyn, your squire. You see the sun itself bears itself in the middle of this night. And you see around it this golden serpent-like creature that seems to be flying, and it seems to adorn Theolyn. Of course, this is like far in the distance, but it seems to be outlining him.
You were chosen for a reason, I suppose. I should have faith in that. That should be enough.
The sun begins to fade.
Even still. Perhaps you're right. I'm not the only one who cares. But I do seem to be the only one who can take action. At least the right action. I cannot name many who, well, could even manage Cerelius Alaria. Much less would actually be willing to do so.
As you say this, the images of your allies appear in your brain. Bemin, the alligator man, the lizard folk, the giant smite, the defender of Riverton, Sypha, the electromage, the woman out of time. As they start to fade a bit, you see, though you wish you didn't, Alucard, your vampiric companion, who disappeared one day. You see Bill the Bolt, who was just like a lightning bolt, brash and powerful, but uncontrollable. And you see one more, Advar, your friend, the 100-man slayer, chosen by some of the blades of Durath that you know of, friend to many, and a stout, stern, kind man. As your friends all seem to line up in your mind at once, they begin to disappear, and you just see the image of yourself standing alone. But you see another in your vision appear. Theolyn. You see another. Trog. You see the allies that you formed at the moment beginning to appear in your mind. Continue.
Shattered. Jaded. Partially insane and apothecized. Vanished. And caught in civil war. Where have you all gone?
As you
Well.
see... Oh, go. Sorry, continue, my bad.
Even still. Heroes come when beckoned. Even if not, we will be enough. Now, I seem to recall making some manner of convoluted promise to multiple fellows. Let's see. The lizards or the Silvertons?
I will say this.
Perhaps.
What's your passive perceptions?
Low as balls.
17.
Oh shit, 18. I'm proficient. What the fuck?
Continue. Actually, 18? Domino.
18.
You do sense, because they rolled an 18 in total, you do sense someone watching this discussion. but they don't seem to be hostile in any intent.
Never a moment alone, I see.
I mean, I'm right here.
Yes, I was not referring to you.
As you
I'll
say
turn
that,
around.
and you both turn towards part of the hallway. One of the doors that seems to, one of the archways you see stepping out is Theolyn, the woman you had seen previously. The shorter woman with the horns that come out of her head, the strange cloak that covers her body, the brownish, purplish red kind of scales and claw marks, hands and feet. The humanoid-looking woman, who you would assume was just like a strange demi-human. A tail seems to flick behind her as well. She just stares at you, Ryan. Well, if you need help, feel free to ask. After all, that is why I am here. Even if you will not abide by my counsel. I will.
Do I know this person? I feel like I know this person.
She came here a month ago to speak to you directly, and you've just been ignoring her this entire time. She came from Renil, which, if you recall, recently kind of had an earthquake that destroyed most of it. And then, very recently, had the king, or the lord, I should say, of Dust Valley, Sir, what's his name? Varvac Silverton, had moved his group from Riverton to there, and he had been assassinated by the Black Hand.
Right. Apologies. I'd nearly died the other day.
It is fine. I see that you are quite busy, which is why I have not pressed the matter. But I will say, what I have to inform you of is of great importance, and I may have more knowledge that can help you in other matters. So when you are ready, you can approach me then. But for now, you've made promises. I believe you should get some rest soon. After all, you have much to think about, do you not? And she turns and begins to walk away.
I am uncertain I will ever have the opportunity to speak with her.
Unfortunate for the woman, then.
Well, she chose patience. She shall learn what patience truly means. Situations rarely contain themselves. There's always some connection, some next step. And very rarely ends. And we've much to do. Now then, as I was saying, the lizards are the noblemen.
Are you asking Theolyn?
Yep.
What do you want me to do? Get them?
I had promised Bemin that I might travel to his homeland and free the peoples there in hopes of recruiting them to our cause. I had also long since promised Advar to join in his war of succession. His brother, you see, is rather power-mad.
I will say, his brother, since his father's death, has taken over the throne of Dust Valley and has very quickly declared war on the Empire in name of the Hydra Alliance.
After the matter with Advar is settled, I intend to take Duraf. Soractus, yes. Soractus has sat on his chair, freezing it over. I'm sure you've heard of the controversies.
Who hasn't at this point?
I have sat here, watching his kingdom fall to ruin. He is unfit.
Of course. So, when do we head out?
I am loath to say tomorrow,
If you
so
need
I
the
will
day.
not.
As you say that, by the way, Domino, Ryan, you guys watch as this strange portal of just magical energy, Doctor Strange's, and you just see this adolescent displacer beast pop out of it. It has this collar on it with this long tube with bells on the sides. Domino, Ryan, you immediately recognize this displacer beast. You don't remember its name, but you recall during your travels, the early days, when you had asked Barnabas, had finished talking to Barnabas within Riverton before you got onto the Tide's Peak. After finding Sypha, she had purchased at the pet shop there a displacer beast kitten. And this is that kitten. There seems to be a tube around its neck, and it seems to purr up as it seems to approach you and just like starts rubbing its body against you, starts flopping to the side and showing its belly.
Good God, she remembers me. I thought she'd forgotten, in all honesty.
It's been like 5 years since she got this, by the way.
Well, I'm going to pet the kitty and open the tube, which presumably has a message in it.
As you unclasp the tube and take it, it's like 2 feet long, so it's like a big fucking scroll kind of thing. And as you hold it, the displacer beast shakes, looks towards you, Theolyn, and then just hops back to the portal before it shuts. As you uncork the tube and look at it, it is a message from Sypha. It has a lot of fucking information on it, which I will let you know after the game what it says. But the most important thing you notice is mentions of... I would say, because you did send her a missive. It says, Ryan, my friend, I have received your message of late, though it seems to have been changed. I have read it, and the missive does not fit your usual self. I assume this would be due to Soractus' involvement. If you are not aware, I have recently been made the Archmage of the college here in Martel, due to the previous Archmage, Serena, absconding after our friend Alucard and a few others attempted to, should I say, escape after the attack, with information regarding Soractus' involvement in the death of the leaders of the, you recall, the many different humanoids, the Durat, the Stellai. They're not really nations, but their full leaders, the ones that were in charge of them, recently died in the talkings in the capital. And, information may have come out, or may have been figured out. There may have been a spy that saw the entire ordeal, which, put into perspective, shows Soractus killing them. He has recently come out saying that they attacked him and he simply defended himself, but that is not true. The information you asked me to seek, Cerelia Celeria, was it? What I know of him, from the time I come from, he was once the boogeyman. But the more I delved, the more I sought information these last couple of days. it seems to have come to my information that the story of him and the heroes that brought him to an end has more to it than I thought. Jaggerbret, deep within its jungles, an ancient ruin lies. I have foreseen it. One that mentions something of his blood, something of the seed of Darath, as well as within the Silshaean plains, or the Silshaean tundra, hidden deep within a valley, is an ancient sealed, long-forgotten city, sealed by Cerelius himself. These are the two places that I can find that may be able to help you in your search for how to defeat Cerelius, if he truly is to return. If this is really what is happening, Ryan, you must be careful. I can scarcely help you, as my position I hold is important to things I must research at the moment, and I believe Serectus knows of your involvement in... I believe he knows of your deception, I should say. Times are being trying, and I hear that Advar is returning home very soon. He has written me a few times, in fact. I hear Bemin has become quite the privateer, not pirate, but sailor, trader, around Darath. If you wish to seek him out, Riverton would be the best place to start. I believe Advar will speak to you soon. Until then, hold strong, my friend. You are a light in this darkened era, and without it, we would be unable to see. Keep at it, and if you truly need my help, all you must do is call. And you see this sign at the bottom of the sigil at the bottom of the page itself, which seems to be her sigil that she used to have. And it seems to be a magical spell. I will say, under it, it says, "This allows you to call me forth. It is a gate spell. Once. It is only to be used if it is absolutely necessary. Do you understand?" Of course you can't respond to this, so why am I asking a question? Never mind. Anyways, I hope you well. And stay strong, my friend. Signed, Sypha, Archmage of Martel.
Well, I suppose that answers our question. How many fucking Bemons are there?
Who knows?
It's like there's the Tobor, I think he was named.
Yeah.
There's the
well,
one that I
you gotta
like. There's
remember,
my friend.
She doesn't know Bemin's dead. So all she's heard is these strange things about him, like being a pirate and whatnot. As you're reading this and going over it, you start to close it back up. Theolyn, you see flying in this leathery winged creature, this gorge flyer of Darath, this brownish creature that seems to have flames echoing off of it, lands on your shoulder, Ryan. As it does so, you see it hold its beak out to drop something into your hand.
It's exposition o'clock. Goddamn! I'll hold out my hand.
You hold out your hand and a glass bead drops into it. You recognize this bead. It's what you gave to Burb to scout out an area that may have been attacked by a fucking divine beam from the heavens. As you hold the bead up, you start to see flashes of scenes pushing through it, and you know that given a small long rest or a short rest, you could probably get the information that's going on with the Castellan's Island.
That is a suspicious amount of penis-shaped lightning.
your burb just goes, and it just like cocks its wings in a like, I don't know what to tell you, man, kind of pose.
I am frightened at what I might discover. Well, Theolyn,
Yes.
I'm going to go collapse on my bed.
By all the grace, you do that.
Ryan.
I
Go ahead. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
My god. Not actually, no. Right, I have Merlin. Never mind.
Merlin's still in Ember Fields at the moment, but yeah.
Oh my god, he's gonna like get home.
He's gonna be like what
someone's
the fuck?
This is like definitively his problem too. He has to clean this mess up.
Bro, he's like on vacation right now in Bahama. He's like getting like phone pings. Like he's looking at Discord. There's like pictures of like basically like the entire thing going up in flames. He's like, I'll deal with that when I get home.
My god.
He just goes back to sunbathing.
Merlin's a real one for that.
Anyways, Ryan, as your mind gets kind of foggy and you begin to sit down, you enter your room. If you would like to describe your bed again, once again.
His personal chambers are far from grand. Simple rug, a few tapestries depicting the King in Iron, a small balcony, much smaller than that of his, office, a baldachined bed, though the drapes have been removed, leaving only the simple frame. Heavy black curtains cover all of the windows. It's a very dark place, with but one simple purpose.
Sleep.
Sleep.
So, as you begin to sit down on your bed, you see a letter, yet unopened, placed on your bed. Seemingly dust has covered it. It's been here a bit.
Jesus. Alright.
A lot of shit happened, man, okay, at once.
Crack it open, I guess.
As you slowly crack it open and just stare at the letter, it is Advar's handwriting. And you already know what it went over, right? Because he already sent you messages.
I believe so, yes.
My dear Ryenn Ferro, or shall I say, Baronet Ryenn Ferro of the Golden Ravine. It is I, Advar Silverton, your ally. I have recently gone through, a bit of trouble, and it seems my brother has been recently declared king of Dust Valley in the absence of my father's death. He has declared war against the Empire very quickly. I am going to head back to Dust Valley to deal with this situation, to speak my brother out of it. I will be there at the end of the year. However, it seems I have lost my adamantine armor due to it breaking. And I have heard from stories around that Castletown Liute is having troubles with their shipments of adamantine. I was wondering if you may have a spare piece of King's Iron, or maybe would be able to make me some, as my journey is going to be one of many battles, I assume. This, of course, is up to you. I am simply asking you because you are my friend, and I would like your inputs on what is to come soon. If so, please meet me in Borderton, in the Savannah of Renil, or the Savannah of what is it called? Because that is not the right name of it. Maps of Turam. Where is it? In the Savannah of Eicles. Borderton borders, if you don't know, Dust Valley and the Empire. It's the only one in and out. The only town in and out. If so, please bring some King's Iron, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, lots of shit happened. We'll talk about it whenever you come talk to me. Hopefully, see you soon. Advar Silverton, your friend. Your compatriots. See ya. And that's all.
No shit.
Bless
Ryan
you.
sneezes after all the dust gets in his nose.
For real.
A little bit of flame just gouts out when he sneezes.
Oh my god.
Orion's biggest weakness, his allergies.
Oh my.
Let me write that down.
Who'd have thought?
Isn't that
Oh,
basically
shit.
just what blight is? It's just allergy. Anyways,
Mm.
so Domino, Ryan sees this letter.
He's gonna put it on his fucking nightstand, and he's gonna go to bed and deal with it in the morning.
Alright.
You know, actually, vaguely on topic, I should probably leave. It just occurred to me it's about 20 till when I need to be in bed, and I still need to shower.
That's fine. I'm gonna send you some stuff in DMs so you understand, but yeah.
Okay.
Alright, see ya.
Alright,
Go ahead.
fucking hope you had fun, Theolyn.
Yeah.
I know Ryan doesn't bounce off as well as Agrippa.
No, it's fine.
He is
I mean,
significantly
I like
shout.
I like both the characters, so like it doesn't matter to me.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Man, I've been doing this for so long, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you have a good one, Domino.
Good night.
Bye,
Anyways,
Domino.
Theolyn, as
Yeah.
your lord leaves you looking out upon the embered fields, which seem to still have a bit of those embers and flames that seem to burn in the desert, you're left alone on this chilled night within the desert itself. As you look out, you remember the scenes that you've seen before this. The scene is yours.
Oh boy, what to do? It's like late at night, I can't really do much. I guess. In regards to that conversation about Ryenn Ferro feeling like he's the only one doing anything. Thielen will, I guess, both head to sleep with 3 goals in mind. In the he's gonna try and wake up and do training, and then after that we'll go around seeing if he can help around after this huge battle, and then seek out that lizard woman who waited a month to speak to Sir Ryenn Ferro and hasn't, but Thielen will try and hear it out, so it's just not something that's like possibly going to take up
We'll get to that.
his time. Yeah.
So, Thielen, as you begin to leave, you turn around and you hear storm clouds starting to break. And you look back. An ill omen. As you continue inwards, you look to your right as you hear this strange pool in your brain. You look towards the sword the other night dropped. The sword that is very powerful in the right hands.
I wonder. Hold on, let me see. Do I have? Trying to. I will go to the sword.
Alright, you walk up as you begin to approach. That noise gets louder in your mind, but continue.
I want to try and use remove curse on it.
Alright, you reach down and you touch the sword to remove curse. Because I think that's what remove curse is, right? It needs to touch the item.
Yeah, I need to touch it.
Alright. So do you reach down and touch it?
This is probably a bad idea, but yes.
Okay. As you reach down and touch it, roll me a charisma save.
Ooh. R1d20 plus 14. 24.
You feel your mind starting to be racked with this madness, this frenzy, but as you push through and press this divine magic into the sword, roll me a spell casting, a spell attack modifier, kind of thing. Spell casting check.
Yeah, so it's just my spell attack bonus?
Yeah.
Alright, great. 1d20 plus 28.
28. God damn!
I know.
You feel as if a curse has been lifted from this blade. As the blade itself seems to rest, and you see the blackened hue of it seems to vanish into the sky. The golden trim to it starts to turn more of a golden orange. The blade itself starts to turn to more of a steelish color. And this blade is reminiscent of your lord's. Your lord's new sword, which is like this strange chain blade, it reminds you of the one before that. The one he held before. The one that he called his family sword.
Do I connect the dots?
Make me an insight check.
Alright. Insight. Okay, I have a +7 to this. 21.
21. You saw bits of the corpse, but it was very burnt. And you start to connect the dots. Another worlder. Someone who can go up against your lord, but was destroyed by them very easily. Someone who used flame. Someone who wore similar armor, who carried a similar sword. You start to get the idea that this individual might be another one of Ryenn Ferro. And especially with how Ryenn Ferro was acting after slaying this man.
Yeah. Theolyn will feel like a deep, I guess not sadness, but sorrow that his lord had to perhaps kill himself. And the trauma seeing... Because I think I saw the helmet fall down, right?
The helmet flew and then disappeared. The cape fell down to the ground.
Yeah, so Thielen can't possibly imagine what it's like to stab your enemy and then see yourself. But Thielen will grab. Am I breaking out or no?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Alright, hold on. Thielen will grab the sword and not keep it because he knows that Sir Ryenn Ferro said it was a family sword, even if he already has his current one, and will take it.
I would say it is very chipped and warped after the battle with Ryenn.
Yeah. So, do I take it to the forge or do I drop it off at his room?
I don't know. Either have a really good effect, like a really good story thing.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying to be like, do I reforge his evil self sword so he can use it in the future, or do I give it to him as a show of I remove the curse if you want it.
Yeah.
Companionship. I think in regard to that conversation from earlier about
companionship or showing you have showing initiative is kind of what it is.
Yeah. That conversation, man. He's like, I got no companions and no one is doing anything. And it's like, both of these would fit that. I just don't know what to do. You know what? I'm going to flip a coin. Hold on.
Okay. Tell us what heads is.
Heads is I'll bring it to the forge. Tails, I'll bring it to him. Do I just...
Flip it.
Yeah, I don't... I'm trying to find a coin. I don't think I have one,
I
so
can
I'll
flip
just
one?
roll in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, could you flip one?
Actually, no, I won't. Okay, so just roll a d2. I'm leaving
Yeah,
this to
okay.
you. Yeah.
Alright, what?
One is heads.
1d2.
One is heads.
One is heads, so Forge 2, give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Hold on,
He's not here, so...
I haven't seen the roll yet. It's lagging here. So let's see.
Oh.
2, yeah. Okay, so 2 guys, tails.
I will grab the sword and
As you grab the sword and pick it up, you see it glows a little bit red hot, and you look forward and you see multiple humans, men, women, who seem to be made of flame that just stare at you as you hold the sword.
I wonder if this is what he sees all the time. And Theolyn will walk towards his Sir Ryenn Ferro's room, and I imagine he's sleeping, so I'll open the door quietly.
As you go to the room, and you go to open it, it's locked.
Then I will save it because I don't want to just leave it out here for anyone to take, and then I'll hand it to him in the morning. So I'll take it with me.
So you bring it to your room, and as you find a room to bunk down in for the night, you pass out pretty fast.
Yeah.
Eventually falling asleep. The scenes that you've witnessed within the last few months play by in your mind very fast. But then there's a golden burst in your mind. And you see that one shaded figure you saw before, standing there. Surrectus is being hounded over by this individual. And you see Surrectus holds his hand out as there seems to be 6 floating stones in his hand. In his hand, and you see Ryenn Ferro holding a 7th one. And he just hands it over to Surrectus. Before the vision ends and you awaken the next day. And that is where we end the session.
Oh, God.